Hi, Tyler. I'm Angela from the New York Post.
Hi, Angela. Thanks for
Nice to
being
meet
here.
you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So, since this is the New York paper, tell us why you decided to leave New York.
Oh man, it was hard. I love New York. That's the best city in the whole world. It was but COVID happened and I kind of just went back to Jupiter, back to my hometown and was staying at my mom's house. And I saw the real estate market changing. I saw people were buying land or buying houses, tearing them down, building new houses and selling them, making a ton of money. I was like, well, I gotta get in the game. So I started buying lots and I started building houses with my dad there and was doing that and it kind of became my full-time thing. And so I was like, well, I have a real everyday job now. And in New York, I didn't really have that up there. I was just kind of always waiting for the next gig and having way too much fun, eating too much good food.
I know. So, what is the thing you miss most about living in a city?
I mean, I have the greatest friends up there. The energy is second to none. The food scene incredible. Going out, I just love New York City. Like one day, I promise you, I'm gonna buy myself a little studio or one
It's a
bedroom
good
up there,
idea.
and have a little back and forth because it's so easy. I live West Palm Airport, PBI. It's a 2.5 hour flight, and I'm there, and
That's
it's
true.
the best.
So, tell us about some of your favorite foods in New York. I know you've done videos about it, but that you
Oh man.
miss.
Oh man. So I used to live in Chinatown, so I'd always go to Joe's Shanghai, get the soup dumplings. Um, where we just did Tatiana's. That right there is a culinary experience. That's probably the best food I've ever had.
Oh, okay. So I think you and Matt, how did you decide to move to New York? Because I feel like you started a trend because then everyone started moving there from Bachelor Nation after you started.
Yeah, now everyone's moving to Florida. You see that? Everyone kind of goes to LA, and I was like, no, I want to do something different. I want to go to New York. And I had a lot of friends in New York too. And I've always just admired the big city and the craziness. I came from like a little small boat town, so I always loved the energy and loved being around it. And Matt had a beanbag available for me, so I slept on the beanbag for like 6 months until I figured it out.
Oh, wow. So do you have any memorable fan encounters in New York on the streets, or did you take the subway?
I would say like when I got off the Bachelorette, the craziest part of it all was like when we would do these city runs and we'd have like 200 girls running with us. It was mayhem.
Oh my gosh. Um, so what is something you don't miss about New York?
Cold. When it's like cold and wet and rainy, ugh, you can have that.
Like jumping over the corner puddles and slush? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So tell us how the show came about.
Yeah, this is something that, I always wanted to get back into construction and real estate. And I knew that was my future no matter what. And we kind of put our heads together. This would be a fun way to showcase a place that I love. I love Jupiter. It's a place I want to be in forever. I want to be the football coach there one day. But also showcase, my work, my abilities, and then my friends and family that I love. So I thought it was like a perfect way to do it. Do a construction rental show about going home with me.
So, I saw the Instagram April Fool's joke that you posted. Did you think that people would take it seriously? Or was it your idea?
It was a little bit of a team idea, but a lot of people did take it seriously. A lot of Facebook moms were upset with me. A lot of Instagram, the older people didn't catch on that it was April Fool's Day.
I
Um,
know.
And one of my best friend's mom, she's actually my co-parent with my dog. She like was all upset and like, I can't believe you I don't, are doing this. I was like, it's April Fools. She's like, really? And then she was good. So it was funny how people took it.
Yeah, what are some of the funny comments? I was reading them. Somebody wrote like, "You're better than being a snack" and stuff like that, and then you actually replied to that one.
Oh yeah, I was having fun with it. I was like, you know what? Today we're gonna be a little dirty too. And so I was, you know, people were like saying I'm unfollowing you, and I was like, everyone say goodbye to this person, and everyone would comment with me. We had a ball.
It's funny. So, I spoke to, first of all, do you know how many followers like you got after the Bachelorette? Because there's a girl who does a Bachelor stat Instagram,
Yeah.
and I was speaking with her, and she has all your stats from how many followers you got on Instagram after the night of the finale, like how many you gained.
I, like
Do
a
you know
million,
them?
I guess. I
Yeah,
think
she said that you had like 3,000 when you started, and then the night
yeah.
of the finale, you had over 1 million, 1.4 million, and then you passed 2 million a few days after the finale. So, what was going through your mind when all that happened? Did you go through your comments and DMs? You didn't have time, probably.
Yeah, it was wild. I mean, I feel like that time at that moment, like Bachelorette was at its peak and at its like biggest moment ever. And I think a lot has to do with Hannah Brown was a great lead and the show was super popular and we had a great villain on our show. And so I think it was like a perfect recipe for everything that came my way. And it was a true blessing and something I'm always like don't know how it happened. Still, like it was just amazing, but very grateful for.
So, I also read that you applied to the Bachelorette by sending in, you said like a douchey photo of yourself.
Oh
What
yeah.
what did it look like, and do you still have the pic?
Yeah, I had the pic somewhere. It's definitely on my Instagram, buried down there. But it's a picture of me when I was like playing college football. We had a beach workout one day, and I was with the
Uh,
injured group, and they would just make me sit in the water and do workouts in the water at the beach. And one girl had a camera, like that was filming the workouts, and so I started posing for the camera. I did like this and all that,
oh, okay.
and the photo was probably one of the best photos I ever took, but also kind of super douchey.
That's
And
too funny.
so I sent that in, and it worked.
So you were also interested in joining WWE?
I was at the time. And if they want to call me up right now, I'd be down to wrestle. I'd put on a red speedo and some red boots and run around and fight.
Did you watch WrestleMania?
I didn't watch it this year, but I used to watch a ton as a kid.
Oh, okay. I just interviewed a few weeks ago Becky Lynch, one of the
Okay.
wrestlers, because she had a book out. Well, you never know. So are you planning to run the marathon again in the city?
Yeah, my goal is to try and get back there and run it again this year.
Oh,
I got to
really?
start training. Yeah, I hit 3 miles today though.
Okay.
Just
Cool.
23 more to go.
So I heard you're not really a huge fan of social media. So
Not no.
do you try to stay off it?
Yeah, I had some fun with it. I'll try to post and kind of get away from it. But you also got to kind of be around it to see what the trends and what's going on social media
That's
as
right.
well. It's
That's
it's
true.
kind of it's a job for me essentially. So although I don't like it, I gotta do it sometimes. But I just like to put it away and kind of detach and hang with my friends.
So I saw it on Andy Cohen, you said you're open to maybe one day becoming the Bachelor, but only if you get to host one day.
Yeah, because
That's still the case?
hosting the Bachelor is the best job in the world.
It's true.
You know,
It really is
there's
true. Does
so
Jesse Palmer know you want to take his job?
he's a quarterback. He should be used to people trying to take his job. It happened to him his whole career. People going for his job, but no, he's done an incredible job. I think people really love Jesse Palmer too.
They
He's kind
do.
of becoming like America's dad now, and
Yeah,
so when he becomes America's grandpa, maybe I'll step in.
that's a great idea. All
Yeah,
right, it's the end of our time, but thank you so much, Child. Congratulations on all your success.
Th-
We'll see you at the marathon.
thank you very much. Have a good one.
Thank you. Bye.